Slide 1. Hello, I would like to welcome you to my presentation on how to become a better writer. The next couple of slides will be giving you some tips on how to exactly do that. So please follow along.
Hello, this is slide number 2, tip number 1, alt text. ALT text refers to a description that is hidden in the formatting of a picture or a graphic. Whether it is on a website or in some other kind of digital document, the text itself consists of a short caption, generally no more than one or two sentences that describes the image. It is needed primarily when someone relies on text-to-speech software programs to help them read through a digital document. The software randomly and annoyingly will announce blank if there is not a caption. Unfortunately, they will never know that the article contained an image, such as the one illustrated in this slide. As you can see on this slide, I have included a caption at the very bottom that indicates this is a picture of a student in a wheelchair. To avoid confusion and distraction, please remember to always enter a sentence describing your image at the bottom of the picture. Headings and styles. An example of the need for proper headings is when using text-to-speech software to read digital documents. If you're going to proofread a document, you cannot skip to a specific section that you need because you must listen to the entire paper out loud to find that particular section. This is because the script that you have does not have a heading. This means that you must now listen to a voice reading to you for the next hour, as there are no headings. When you create a clear, structured, and organized outline, it will help the person with this disability. Slide number 3, tip number 2. Genres. Usually when one thinks of the word genres, they associate it with music or films, but it also is used to describe non-literary writing. It can be considered a category for writing. For instance, a condolence card carries out the action or goal of sharing your sympathy with someone. A successful writer has a good understanding of how to write effectively in a particular genre, which means satisfying readers' expectations for the genre while making it exciting and interesting. Genres can be challenging if you're unfamiliar with the expectations for the content. However, there are rhetorical moves. These are here to help you with the genre. They're part of texts that serve specific purposes. As an example, a wedding invitation includes elements such as inviting and providing venue information. These moves are necessary to carry out the genre's main action because without an inviting move, an invitation could fail to accomplish its goal. Understanding your options as a writer and learning how to identify their purposes and effects can help you make informed choices when navigating a new or unfamiliar genre. Slide number 4, tip number 3, the digital revolution. The digital revolution is an increased use of the internet for purposes unrelated to academic research and the emergence of computers for everyday use. It has taken a turn toward the alteration of social and intellectual behavior, while also deeply altering the way human beings read and write. We are so used to talking to each other with our phones that the word you becomes the letter U. And the words to be honest turns into TBH, or let me know becomes LMK, BRB, LOL, etc. Millennials and Genners have grown up in a world with so much communication is sort of a digital shorthand and abbreviation. And some of this has begun to sneak into academic assignments. These students are on computers mostly for entertainment rather than research. And they have to remember that abbreviations, poor grammar, poor spelling, and the use of abbreviated text are not considered acceptable within assignments, and a failure to code switch can also make them seem less academically driven in their essays. And well, here we are at slide number 5, the conclusion to my presentation. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to my presentation. I hope that all of my tips were helpful and that you will be able to use them in the future. Make sure to always make it a great day. And I'm Irma Bates, signing off.